Good evening, guys. Hope everybody is doing well this evening. Hope everybody had a great day and productive day, made some money today. Enjoyed some time, maybe with your family at all tonight, and got some more stuff done tonight or whatever. We've had a good night tonight. We went with some friends to a little place called Triangle Shooting Academy, indoor shooting range, and had enjoyed that. Went out to dinner with them, and spent a little time. That was nice. He actually is he's 29 years old, and he had leukemia. He's just getting over leukemia, so he had some great news on his levels, his white blood cell count, and whatever else, hemoglobin or whatever else. I'm not a medical expert. I'm a junk doctor, not a real doctor. Anyway, his numbers were looking good. So we've had a good night tonight. That was good news to hear. Earlier, before we went out to the shooting range and went out to eat, I got an episode of Junk Removal Made Simple recorded right here in the studio. That is I'm about to edit it, and it will post overnight. It takes a couple hours for that to post. It's probably a 25-minute clip. It'll post probably sometime around 1:30, 2 a.m. in the morning. That's when it'll hit. I hope y'all enjoy it. It is on pricing. It's on how to set your pricing, and if you're already in business, it might have some. I think I'll have some tips in there. People might not know certain situations. People might not know how to handle. What I want to talk about real quick right now is when you quote these jobs. This is covered in this video. I know some of y'all ain't got the patience to watch a 27-minute video or however long it is, 30-minute video, whatever. So when you quote a job, when you're talking with your customer, do it with confidence. Even if you're not 100% confident on what price the job actually is, make that customer damn sure believe you are. And the reason is if a customer senses you are not confident, they're much more likely to either not do the job or negotiate the price. But if you walk up and you say, Susan, I've looked at everything you have, and probably somewhere around like a full load, so you're looking at $500, something like that. Would you like to get started? Is that going to work? If you sound unsure and you sound hesitant and you sound like you yourself don't believe that job is a $500 job, then they're going to negotiate, and you might wind up having to charge a lot less. Whereas you could have gone up to that same customer and said, Susan, looked at everything you have. Looks like you've got right at a full truckload. That's $500. Would you like to get started? And I hesitated there. But yeah, it's Susan. It's a $500 job. It's a full truckload. Would you like us to get started? If so, I just need your signature right here. And she'd likely jump right on it. But if she sensed hesitation, then she might not. When you first start this business, those of you that have been in a while, you've probably realized this. Whether you realize the psychology behind it or not, you've probably figured out, one, you're confident your pricing's right, and two, you figured out that if you don't sound confident, then a lot of times they negotiate. So confidence is key, guys. Your pricing is you are doing these people a huge favor, or not necessarily a favor. Favor is a bad word because they are paying you for it, but you're really doing a huge service to these people. By removing their stuff. It keeps them from having to borrow a truck or rent a truck. It keeps them from having to beg a friend or family member to help out. It keeps them from wasting time that they could be doing something else more productive or recreational, spending time with their family. And we get accomplished it so much quicker because we can be on site. We might be on site and do a full truckload in an hour. But for them to do a full truckload, to load it themselves, we do it in an hour. It's going to take them 2. And then they've got to drive it to wherever they're going. They have to wait in line at the dump. They have to hand unload the stuff because they won't have a dump. So I mean, it'll take them. What we get done as far as on their side in an hour, it takes them 4. You've got a very valuable service you're providing. When you're first starting, the numbers can seem pretty expensive for what you're doing. But you got to remember, you're paying for your truck, you're paying for the advertising, you're paying for insurance, and you've got to make money. And most customers understand that. Those of you that think the only reason customers deal with you are because of price will find that those are the customers you attract. When you first start, maybe you need to play that price game. But if you do a good job on getting reviews and getting good Google placement, you no longer have to play. You have to play that game. And the longer you've been in business, the more referrals you get, and the more repeat business, those customers are less price sensitive. But the key is quote with confidence, and stop believing that the only reason people choose you is because of price. That can help you get business, but that's not the only reason. Your pricing's fair. You need 100% believe it, because if you don't believe it, the customer's not going to believe it. So you need to believe the service you're providing is valued correctly. And if you do that, you're going to find a lot more customers go through with the job than when you were struggling with confidence. Junk Removal Made Simple on pricing. The full episode, all 28, 30 minutes, whatever it is, will be posted. Y'all enjoy it. Please comment on this video. Let me know if this works for you. Let me know if you think it's a bunch of crap. Let me know if you think it's a good tip. Let me know if you knew about it. And tell us your tips. Do y'all have tips on quoting jobs? I'm sitting here and preaching to everybody. I'm the preacher up here, but there's a lot of successful other business owners, junk removal business owners, watching these videos. And a lot of them really have been on the truck more than I have. So post your comments below. What works for you? And let us all know. That way we all can really benefit. And please, if you haven't, just subscribe to this channel. We just passed the 100 subscriber mark, but that's not nearly enough. We're going for 1,000, then we're going for 10,000. So, all right, guys. Everybody have a great night. I'm gonna head inside and get a little rest. We got kind of an early morning for me tomorrow. We got I got a meeting first thing in the morning. This person had to go first thing. So sometimes that's what you got to do. We'll talk to everybody soon. Have a great night.